Our next recognition is from our Spring Award, and we are here to do it in person today. It is for the Clyde Bartlett Distinguished Service Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize an Ohio school psychologist for outstanding services and achievement in this profession. The criteria for selection include significant contributions to the growth and development of the profession, outstanding service to the community in the area of mental health, and personal qualities thought to be desirable in the profession. My dear colleagues, this is OSPA's Lifetime Achievement Award. Included on the short list of honorees are the leading lights in the history of Ohio school psychology. By tradition, the recipient of this award is introduced to the membership by a close friend and colleague. To introduce our recipient, I'm calling forward Dr. Catherine Meser. Dr. Meser is an associate clinical professor and school psychology program coordinator at Miami University. She currently serves as Miami's school psychology internship coordinator, graduate director for the Department of Educational Psychology, and president of the Ohio Inter-University Council for School Psychology Training Programs. Thank you for being here with us today, Dr. Meser.
Hello, everyone. It's my honor to introduce Dr. Amity Noltemeyer, this year's recipient of the Clyde v. Bartlett Distinguished Service Award. I've worked closely with Amity for over a decade, and it is a seemingly impossible task to summarize the impact of her contributions given her impressive scholarship, strong mentorship, and much more. Amity's published prolifically in esteemed research journals and has been recognized for her leadership as an editor. She's chaired national and state-level school psychology organizations, and her leadership, vision, and hardworking nature sets a really, really high bar. Dr. Noltemeyer has dedicated her career to the growth and development of school psychology at the program, state, and national levels, and I'd like to share a couple examples. I promise I did have to cut a lot out because this is a Lifetime Achievement Award, and there's so much that I could say, but I promise I did cut some things out. At the program level, she served as Miami's program director from 2014 to 2019, prior to serving as the department chair and now the associate dean of the graduate school. As program director, everything Amity touched turned to gold. She was exceptionally effective in making curricular improvements, thoughtfully recruiting students, and has been unwavering in her support, advising, and mentoring junior faculty. Even as she stepped into additional leadership roles, she's continued to advise and teach school psych students, lead small group research projects and individual thesis projects, participates in regularly occurring program faculty meetings, and aids the continuous improvement efforts of the program. She participates in critically important and very time-intensive processes such as graduate admissions and interviewing, comprehensive exam grading, written accreditation reports, and all of the program level improvement. So I'm tempted, but will refrain from asking her how many hours she truly works in a week. She is the most organized person and the most effective communicator you will ever meet. So Dr. Noltemeyer does support students holistically, and it is really impressive that in addition to all of her administrative work and her teaching and her scholarship, that she somehow makes herself available to do all the little things that really make a difference in serving our students in our program. At the state level, she served as OSPA's president, where she actively was involved in guiding the direction and operations of OSPA for 3 years. She worked to develop and implement the organization's first 5-year strategic plan. She also displayed a commitment to advancing several DEI initiatives, including the organization's first equal opportunity and non-discrimination statement. She initiated and regularly co-authored a column called Strategies for Student Success in the TOSP from 2011 to 2015. Amity's volunteered on several work groups through OSPA and the IUC, which is the Ohio Faculty Trainer Group. At the national level, she served as editor-in-chief for School Psych International for 8 years, even while serving as department chair and associate dean for the graduate school. Amity's contributed to the field through service in editing for for 3 editorial boards. She's completed ad hoc reviews for 17 journals and agencies. And Dr. Noltemeyer finds time to advance her scholarship in the areas of disproportionality, school-wide PBIS, youth mental health initiatives, and more, as evidenced by 46 referee journal articles, 53 non-referee journal articles, 15 book chapters, a virtual special issue collection, and a book. She's a member of the SSSP, the Society for Study of School Psychology, and the International Research Award Committee. She previously served on the Early Career Research Award Committee as well, where she was chair in 2019 to 2021. That's a national group of really amazing school psychology trainers. Given her reputation supporting school mental health, Dr. Noltemeyer, in partnership with colleagues, has co-managed over $8.6 million in funding at the state and national level, including Ohio's School Climate Transformation Grant, Project Aware Ohio, and the Ohio School Wellness Initiative. Through this work, she's worked tirelessly to promote awareness for proactive mental health training and initiatives, build and expand the statewide resources and local implementation of PBIS and student assistance programs, and create and disseminate resources and supports to enhance mental health, positive behavior, and school climate. Based on her expertise and service, she's collaborated with the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration on national webinars, disseminating student assistance program best practice. And Amity volunteers her time to provide free consultation, workshops, and presentations. Importantly, personally, I want to share that even more impressive than her accomplishments and work ethic are her character traits. When she was department chair, I remember sitting in a room with faculty and we're at a big table, and she led an exercise because she wanted all of us to know what values that we all hold dear. And Amity, I remember, her top value was integrity, and is integrity. Her heart is in the right place, her actions back it up, and she's the type of colleague and leader that I would want to work for any day. Amity often acknowledges that continuous improvement is important to her. She never settles for how things currently are. She models being a lifelong learner. She would not ask another person to do a task that she isn't willing to do herself. Amity's fair, she's trustworthy, and she's equitable in her style of leadership. She has excellent vision, and it somehow makes it look really easy to execute her vision. Importantly, Amity makes work enjoyable for others in her presence. She's friendly and fun to be around. Amity, congratulations. You are beyond deserving of this award, and along with colleagues Drs. Sujay Sapnes and Christy Brand, our collective nomination could not have been more strong. I'm grateful every day for your guidance, your collaboration in our work together, and especially your friendship. Congratulations, Amity.
Well, thank you for those touching comments, Katie. That really meant a lot, and thanks to you and Christy and Sujay for initiating the nomination. I am very grateful to have you as colleagues. So when I reflect on my career, the words of Helen Keller really resonate with me. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Because even though I'm being awarded for my service here, it's really a collective effort. I first want to thank the mentors who generously invested in my professional growth throughout the years. I can only mention a couple, but Kevin McLaughlin from Kent State University, for example, really provided me with guidance and support to have the skills and confidence to serve as editor-in-chief of School Psychology International Journal and other leadership roles. And Alex Thomas, himself a recipient of this award, who you will hear more about shortly, instilled in me the importance of advocacy and professional organization involvement, which was really an impetus for me getting involved in OSPA. I also want to thank all my incredible colleagues, many of whom are in this room, at universities and K-12 settings and other organizations. If you took a look at my CV, all those things that Katie mentioned, the publications, the presentations, none of them were done alone. I don't know if there's a single one that is solo. So and all that collaborative work was further supported and enabled by a lot of people who go under-recognized, such as administrative assistants and event staff and IT professionals, student employees, and many others who may not be named on those things but really made a difference. And I can't forget the graduate students I've worked with. We have a great group here today, and just many over the years who've been such a joy to work with. I love seeing our alumni out in the field. There's many of them are supervising students now or doing other important things, and it's just really a gift to be able to go into work every day and just love the people that you're with. So I'm very thankful for that. And my family deserves a special acknowledgement. As many of you, I'm sure, experience, work-life balance can be a challenge at times, but my husband and 2 children have always been very supportive and encouraging, even when it required some sacrifice. Some of you may remember that back in April 2013, I stood at this exact podium in this exact room while to be sworn in as OSPA president, while my husband and a couple-week-old infant were upstairs in a hotel room. So Paul is my husband. He always pushes me to do my best, but then also follows it up with the support to really make it happen and help with that. And finally, I'd like to thank OSPA. I didn't know Clyde Bartlett personally, but I was really struck by the statement about him on OSPA's website. It said, he's remembered for his ability to make everyone feel welcome and vital to the organization. So I can say that from the first time I got an invitation from Rob to write an article for the Ohio School Psychologist years ago, to the support that Ann Brennan and others gave me when I became OSPA president, and everything in between, I really feel like that value continues to live on in OSPA. And to any of you that are considering getting involved in OSPA, I'd really encourage you to take that step. And if you want to know any more about the opportunities that are available, or just more about my experiences with OSPA and why I feel that it would be such a great organization to get involved in, please find me. I'll be here today and tomorrow, or I'm sure anyone on the current OSPA executive board would be more than happy to talk with you. So thank you for this award. It really does mean a lot, and I look forward to continuing to work together for Ohio School Psychology.